Thank you so much for joining in today. This is my day off. It is my last day off before I go back to work. So that's always a bit of a downer of a day, I guess you could say. But I'm always happy to get back to work as well. But I'm going to enjoy my last day off. And today we're going to be doing something that I have been wanting to do for a while. We're going to be doing pizza on the Traeger using a baking stone. So I'm really excited to try this. Now, I didn't know exactly what I was going to do for dough, but honestly, I have been craving a favorite of mine since I was a kid, and that is the Kraft. Kraft is probably one of my favorite pizzas. I love the sauce, and I love the dough, and it is a childhood memory for me. So that is what we are going to do today. I know a lot of people probably don't usually do Kraft pizza crust on a pizza stone, on a smoker, but that's what I am craving, so that's what we're going to do. I hope you'll enjoy it, and hopefully it'll turn out. And eventually later on, I do definitely want to try more of a artisanal, kind of a Neapolitan style dough, something that takes a little bit more work, but I think would probably get good results. So we will try that, and we will get these all ready to go, and I'll get them mixed up, and then we'll go from there. All right. All right, so we're going to get into these pizza boxes. So now this stuff used to be kind of hard to come by. You could get the sauce, which is really one of my favorite things. You could get it at any grocery store, but then they changed how you could access it, so you can't buy it by itself anymore. You literally have to get the boxes if you want to get the sauce. So right now, even the boxes themselves are kind of getting hard to find. But just so you know, Dollarama, $4. That's a great deal. Just so everybody's aware. I bought 4 of them just so I would have a couple extras on hand. It's really easy to make. Just a little bit of warm water. Let it rise for a little bit in a warm place, and then you're good to go. All right. Brush the outside of it so it doesn't dry out or anything. There we go. And I'm just going to put a towel over it and put it in what I usually just run some really hot water in the sink, put the towel over it, and set it till it comes up about halfway. And that just kind of keeps everything warm, and it'll all raise and activate, and then we can come back and make our pizza. All right, we'll see you in a bit. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to go ahead and make the pizza. You just want to separate your dough ball into 2 halves. Here I'm doing the first half now. You just want to kind of start at the center and just push everything out to the side. Now normally, if it was like a yeasty dough, you'd probably be a lot more careful and you'd want to keep kind of all the air inside of it. But this is just Kraft dough, so it's really no big deal. Just flatten it out as much as you need to go. So for toppings for this one, I mean, you can do whatever you want. I just did hamburger and pepperoni and the sauce, of course. And then I had some leftover pulled pork, so I added that as well. And you can do whatever you want. Dress them up however you want to do, and then you're good to go. So I'm just going to go ahead and make these, and then we'll get out to the smoker. Okay, so our pizza's all ready, and the Traeger has been preheating for about half an hour at 500 degrees. That's about where we want it. It's probably going to cook pretty fast, but we'll go with it and see what happens. Our pizza stone's all ready to go in there. Now we're going to use the parchment paper because I don't have a pizza peel. Nope. So everything's in there now. It's all good to go. We're going to close it up, and it shouldn't take very long. We'll come out and take the paper off in a few minutes and let it crisp up. Okay, so I think we're good to go. It's been going for about 8 or 9 minutes. Looks good. Everything's done. Cooked good on the bottom. And that brings an end to my very first cook. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I know we're still working out some of the camera angles and using some of the equipment, so I do apologize if any of that was fuzzy or out of focus, but just bear with us. And I hope everybody enjoyed that, and I'm just glad that you were able to be a part of my day off.